still save you a seat. There's a little table by the window where we used to sit on Friday nights. You'd order coffee, I'd tell you stories, and we'd watch the town go by. Now I come here by myself, but I still take the same old place. And when the waitress brings my coffee, I swear I can almost see your face. They say time is gonna heal you, but some wounds just learn to stay. And some hearts keep waiting long after love has walked away. I still save you a seat right here beside me. Even though I know you're gone, some part of me still believes you might walk through that door like you did 1,000 times before. I know you're living your life now, but I can't change what my heart believes. So every Friday night I still save you a seat. I heard you moved to another city, found a little house near the coast. Someone said you're doing better, and I hope it's really true the most. I don't want you to be lonely, I don't want you to regret. I just wish you knew how much I still remember what we had. Sometimes I hear your favorite song playing softly on the radio, and for 3 minutes I'm back there before I ever let you go. I still save you a seat right here beside me. Even though I know you're gone, some part of me still believes you might walk through that door like you did 1,000 times before. I know you're living your life now, but I can't change what my heart believes. So every Friday night I still save you a seat. Maybe someday I'll stop waiting, maybe someday I'll understand. Maybe I'll finally sit alone without reaching for your hand. But tonight there's one more empty chair, and I don't have the strength to move it. It's funny how a simple wooden seat can hold everything we once knew. I still save you a seat, even after all this time. I know you're somewhere far away, but you're never far from my mind. If you ever come back home, you'll know exactly where I'll be, sitting by that window with a place beside me. I still save you a seat, though I know you may never come. Some loves don't need a promise, they just refuse to come undone. And until my heart learns how to leave, I'll keep that empty place for you. Every Friday night, like I always used to do. The coffee's getting cold, the lights are getting low. There's still an empty seat beside me. And just in case you ever come home. Me, I left your town before the morning light, with an old guitar and a heart too proud. I didn't turn around when I crossed that bridge, but I thought about you when I disappeared into the crowd. Your letter still tucked inside my jacket, the one you wrote before I drove away. I read it every time the night gets lonely, and wonder what you'd say today. Maybe you're better without me, maybe you finally found your peace, but there's one thing I need you to know before this old heart finds release. If you ever miss me, if you ever think about those days, if you ever hear our old song and remember the love we made, just follow that old highway, let your heart show you the way. If you ever miss me, baby, I'll be waiting someday. Slid beneath 100 different skies, seen the mountains and the desert rain. I played my songs in little bars, but every melody still carries your name. I met some women along the way and tried to give my heart a chance, but nobody ever looked at me the way you did when we used to dance. I know I was the one who left you, I know I caused those tears, but I've carried your memory through every one of these years. If you ever miss me, if you ever think about those days, if you ever hear our old song and remember the love we made, just follow that old highway, let your heart show you the way. If you ever miss me, baby, I'll be waiting someday. Maybe we're too late for yesterday, maybe some things can't be repaired, but if there's still a little love inside you, I promise I'll be there. No more pride, no more running, no more leaving things unsaid. If you come back through that front door, I'll give you everything I have. If you ever miss me, if you ever feel alone, if you ever look toward the highway and wonder where I've gone, just follow that old dirt road to the place we miss me. Don't be afraid to come back home. We're still alive beside the doorway, and my heart still knows your name. She took the sunset with her. We used to sit out by the old fence line, watching the sun fall out of the sky. You'd lean your head against my shoulder, and I'd thank God I had you by my side. The summer nights felt like forever, two hearts with nowhere else to go. You said you'd never leave me. I believed every word you told me so. Now the evening comes around, but something's missing from the view. The sky still turns a shade of gold, but it doesn't shine without you. She took the sunset with her when she left, took the colors from the evening sky, left an empty chair beside me, and 1,000 questions asking why. I still drive down that old dirt road where we watch the daylight disappear. The sun still falls beyond those fields, but it hasn't felt the same since she left here. There's a picture hanging in the hallway, you and me beside that old oak tree. Your smile could light up any room, and somehow you made a better man of me. I passed a little country diner where we used to share a cup of coffee. The waitress still remembers you. She asked if you've ever called me. I just smile and shake my head, then stare outside and watch the rain. Some memories never leave a man, no matter how far he rides away. I've seen 100 sunsets since the night you said goodbye, but everyone reminds me of the way you looked that night. She took the sunset with her when she left, took the colors from the evening sky, left an empty chair beside me, and 1,000 questions asking why. I still drive down that old dirt road where we watch the daylight disappear. The sun still falls beyond those fields, but it hasn't felt the same since she left here. Maybe somewhere far from here, she's watching the same sun go down. Maybe she remembers me when the evening shadows touch the ground. And if she ever comes back home, I'll be waiting by that old fence line. I won't ask where she's been, I'll just ask her to stay this time. but I still see her in the golden light. Every evening brings her back to me for just a moment every night. I don't know if she'll ever return or if our love has reached the end, but I'll keep watching that western sky, hoping she'll come home again. She took the sunset with her when she left, but she couldn't take my love away. So I'll sit here underneath these stars and miss her at the end of every day. Is falling beyond the fields, and the night is coming through. The sky still turns that shade of gold, but it doesn't shine like it did with you. There's an old dirt road behind our little town, where your headlights disappeared when the sun went down. I stood there watching with my heart in my hands, knowing that goodbye wasn't part of our plans. Your picture's still hanging by the bedroom door, your boots are still sitting on the wooden floor. I tell myself I'll move on someday, but every night I hear you drive away. I should have held you a little tighter, should have told you what was on my mind. Maybe love was burning like a fire and I was too damn blind. That last kiss goodbye still burns on my lips like a memory I just can't forget. You drove away and I watched those taillights fade, but my heart stayed right there in the place you left. If I could turn back those hands of time, I'd never let you walk away from mine. But all I have tonight beneath this lonely sky is the memory of our last kiss goodbye. I stopped by the bar where we used to dance, where you held my hand and gave me one more chance. The old jukebox played our favorite song, and for 3 minutes I pretended you weren't gone. The bartender asked if I was doing alright. I smiled and said, yeah, I'm fine tonight. But he could see the truth inside my eyes. Some wounds don't heal just because you hide. I should have said, baby, please don't leave me. Should have swallowed all my foolish pride. Instead I watched the woman that I love disappear into the night. That last kiss goodbye still burns on my lips like a memory I just can't forget. You drove away and I watched those taillights fade, but my heart goodbye, but all I have beneath this lonely sky is the memory of our last kiss goodbye. So if you ever wonder where I am tonight, I'm still here beneath that porch light, waiting on a love that passed me by, and remembering our last kiss goodbye. There's a two-lane road between our towns, dust and gravel underneath these wheels. I know every curve, every old fence post, but I don't know how to change the way I feel. You said distance wasn't gonna break us. I said our love was strong enough, but somewhere between goodbye and forever, we lost the fight against the miles between us. Every mile keeps getting longer, every night feels twice as cold. I'm driving with your memory and a heart that won't let go. There's a road between us and it's tearing me apart. 100 miles of empty highway can't separate two hearts. I can see your town ahead of me, but I don't know if you're still mine. There's a road between us, baby, and I'm running out of time. I still keep your letters in the glove box, your perfume's fading from my truck. I read your words at every red light, wondering if we just ran out of love. You found a job in another city, I stayed behind with this old farm. We promised we'd make it work somehow, but promises don't always beat the distance apart. Sometimes love is not the problem, sometimes life just gets in the way, and sometimes two people love each other but still can't make each other stay. There's a road between us and it's tearing me apart. 100 miles of empty highway can't separate two hearts. I can see your town ahead of me, but I don't know if you're still mine. There's a road between us, baby, coming into view. There's a road between us, baby, but every mile leads me back to you. Too late to say I love you. I remember mornings at the old farmhouse. You'd make coffee while I worked outside. You'd ask me if I'd be home for dinner, and I'd just smile and say, we'll see tonight. I thought we had forever waiting, thought you'd always be there by my side. I was too busy chasing after something to notice what I already had in my life. I should have stopped and held you closer, should have listened when you cried. I thought there'd always be tomorrow, but tomorrow passed me by. Now it's too late to say you're somewhere living out your dreams, and I'm learning how to sleep alone. I spent my life believing there would always be another chance. Now I'm standing in an empty kitchen, dancing with a memory in my hands. It's too late to say that's the hardest truth I know. I found your old blue sweater yesterday, still hanging in the back of the closet door. I held it close against my chest, like I had done 1,000 times before. There was a note inside the pocket, written in your handwriting, come home soon. I sat down on that wooden floor and cried beneath the afternoon. If I could go back to that evening, I'd never let you walk away. I'd tell you every word I swallowed, I'd tell you I needed you to stay. Now it's too late to say I love you, too late to take those words back home. You're somewhere living out your dreams, and I'm learning how to sleep alone. to say I love you. Too late to change the road I chose, but I'll carry you inside my heart. Everywhere this old road goes, the coffee pot is cold and empty. The house is quiet as can be. It's too late to say I love you, but I'll love you silently. Where our love used to be, I drove past the little house today, the one where we used to live. The porch still has that wooden chair where you'd sit and watch the evening drift. The paint is getting old and faded, the garden's grown wild by the fence. Funny how a place can look the same when everything has changed since then. I thought time would make it easier, I thought I'd learn to let you go, but every road that brings me back here reminds me of what I used to know. This is where our love used to be, where you held me close and believed in me, where we made promises under the stars, where I thought we'd never fall apart. Now there's only silence in these rooms and memories hanging like the moon. I can still feel you here with me, in the place where our love used to be. There's an old coffee cup inside the kitchen, the one you always used to use. I almost reached to fill it up, then remembered I don't live with you. Our photographs are gone from the walls, but their shadows haven't disappeared. Sometimes losing someone means losing pieces of yourself with them. I wonder if you ever drive by and remember those summer nights. Do you ever hear our old song and feel your heart get tight? This is where our love used to be, where you held me close and believed in me, where we made promises under the stars, where I thought we'd never fall apart. Now there's only silence in these rooms and memories hanging like the moon. I can still feel you here with me, in the place where I love won't blame you for leaving, and I won't blame myself forever. Some stories end without a reason, even when two hearts meant forever. This is where our love used to be, where you were everything to me, where we laughed until the morning came, where I whispered softly your name. Now the house is empty and still, but I remember every window, every hill. And though you're no longer here with me, I'll always remember where our love used to be. The sun is setting behind the trees, and I'm standing where we used to stand. Our love may be gone from this old place, but I'll carry it wherever I am. Whiskey can't forget you. There's an empty stool beside me tonight, neon shining through the window blinds. The jukebox plays that old country song, the one we danced to when our love was strong. I've got a glass of whiskey in my hand, trying to forget what I can't understand. The bartender knows me by my name. He pours another, but it ain't the same. I've tried to drown your memory, I've tried to run from what we knew, but every drop just reminds me that I'm still missing you. Whiskey can't forget you, no matter how much I drink. It only makes me miss you more with every time I blink. I can fill this glass 1,000 times, I can stay here all night long, but whiskey can't forget you, and it can't make my heart move on. Your photograph is folded in my wallet, a little worn from all these years. Sometimes I take it out and wonder if you could still see through my tears. I remember Sunday mornings, coffee waiting by the door. You'd smile at me across the kitchen, and I'd swear I couldn't love you more. Then somehow we stopped talking, and silence filled our home. By the time I knew I was losing you, you were already gone. I've tried to blame the distance can't make my heart move on. If I could call you right now, I'd say the words I should have said. I'd tell you I was scared to lose you, so I pushed you away instead. Maybe you found someone better, maybe you're sleeping peacefully, while I'm sitting here with an empty glass, wishing you were here with me. Whiskey can't forget you, it can't erase your name, it can't take back those lonely nights or put our love back in the frame. I've learned that some old memories are stronger than a drink, and every time I raise this glass, you're the first thing that I think. Whiskey can't forget you, and maybe that's alright, 'cause losing you taught me what I should have held on tight. So I'll finish one last glass tonight and let the old jukebox play. Whiskey can't forget you, but maybe tomorrow I'll walk away. There's an empty stool beside me, and your memory in the room. The bottle's getting empty, but my heart still beats for you. Whiskey can't forget you. No matter what I do. Your name on my heart. I changed the pictures on the wall, painted over every shade of blue. I packed your clothes inside a box, but I couldn't pack away the truth. I took the long way through the country just to keep my mind from turning back. But every mile beneath these tires brings me closer to the love we had. I tried to tell myself it's over, tried to let your memory fade, but some things don't disappear, no matter how much time you waste. Your name is still written on my heart, like a tattoo time can't tear apart. I can meet 1,000 women, I can drive 1,000 miles, but nobody can take your place or bring back that old smile. I may learn to live without you, but I'll never know where to start, 'cause every beat I'm breathing still carries your name on my heart. I saw your sister at the grocery store. She said you're doing well these days. She said you bought a house downtown and you're finally happy in your place. I smiled and told her I was glad, though something broke inside of me. Sometimes loving someone means wanting them happy without you there to see. I wonder if you ever miss me when the night gets quiet and cold. Do you ever hear our old song and remember what we used to hold? Your name is still written on my heart, like a tattoo time can't tear apart. I can meet 1,000 women, I can drive 1,000 miles, but nobody can take your place or bring back that old smile. I may learn to live without you, but I'll never know where to start, 'cause every beat I'm breathing still carries your name on my heart. Maybe someday I'll love again, maybe someday I'll let you go, but there's a part of me that knows your memory will always have a home. And if you ever think about the man I used to be, just know I loved you more than words could ever make you see. Your name is still written on my heart, even after all these years apart. The road keeps moving forward, but some memories never leave. I don't regret the love we had, even though you had to go. You were the best part of my life, and I just wanted you to know. I may learn to live without you, I may finally make a brand new start, but no matter where this old road takes me, you'll always have your name on my heart. So I keep driving down this highway with your memory riding by my side. Your name may never leave my heart, even if you left my life. A picture in my old truck. There's a picture of you taped beside the dash, a little faded now, but I still keep it there. Your smile looks the same as the day you left, and sometimes I swear I can feel you in the air. This old truck has carried me through dusty roads and lonely nights, but every mile I drive without you just makes me miss you more tonight. I could take that picture down, I could throw it in the fire, but I'd rather keep the memories than pretend I don't still love you. Your picture's in my old truck, right where you've always been, riding shotgun through the country roads like we're together again. You're still on my mind. We used to stop beside the river, watch the stars come out at night. You put your hand on mine, and everything in my world felt right. Now I drive past that old dirt road and slow this engine down. For just a second I can see you standing there in that old blue gown. Funny how a photograph can hold a whole lifetime. One little smile from yesterday can break a grown man's heart tonight. Your picture's in my old truck, right where you've always been, riding shotgun through the country roads like we're together again. The radio plays our favorite song, and I hear your voice in every line. Your picture's in my old truck, and your heart is still on my until that day comes around. There's something you should know. I don't keep it 'cause I'm waiting, I keep it 'cause what we had was real. Some loves don't last forever, but they're forever in the way they make you feel. Your picture's in my old truck, still riding here with me, through every sunrise on the highway, through every sunset I see. The road keeps calling my name, but your memory won't fall behind. Your picture's in my old truck, and your heart is still on my mind. So I'll keep driving these old back roads with your picture by my side. You may be gone from this old truck, but you'll never leave my mind.